Okay, so question 10. We're messing about on the ice now. We've got three people pushing their friend along. Let's see what happens. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to find out what the total force is. We call that the resultant force, and that is the sum of 200I, 150I minus 20J, and an 180I plus 30J. So the resultant force, which I'm going to call F, is equal to 530I plus 10J. Strong people. Okay, so in order to calculate the acceleration, I need a formula that links acceleration and force together, and good old Newton gives us that. F equals ma, and in this formula, F stands for the resultant force, so that's good. M is the mass. Now, mass. We're told that the friend weighs 700 newtons, so the mass of the friend is 700 divided by 9.8. If we take the acceleration due to gravity to be 9.8, then the mass of the friend is 700 over 9.8 kilos. Right. Now, because I'm only interested in the magnitude of the acceleration, I only need the magnitude of the resultant force. So the magnitude of the resultant force, how do we calculate that? That's using Pythagoras. The square root of 530 squared plus 10 squared. And so we can pop these two things now into the equation. The square root of 530 squared plus 10 squared is around about 530.1. The mass is around about 71.4 times the acceleration. Now, if you use the unrounded figures, I've only written the rounded figures there for convenience. Use the unrounded figures, then you get an acceleration of 7.42 meters per second using three significant figures. It wouldn't be appropriate to use any more than three significant figures because I've only used 9.8 as my figure for G. Okay, so I need the direction of the acceleration as well now. So the acceleration is going to be in the same direction as the resultant force, and the resultant force looks like this. It goes 530 in the I direction, if that's the I direction, and 10 in the J direction. So the resultant force is in that direction there. So what I need to do is I need to calculate this value here of x there. So using trig, tan x is 10 over 530. So x is tan to the minus 1 of 10 over 530, which is around about 1.1 degrees. So did you get the same answer as me? I hope so. If you did, then well done. We'll go on to the next question tomorrow.